Hey boyos, daily check-in with John V, September 5th, 2024. A little out of breath for some reason today. I haven't been feeling great, been feeling slightly winded, and I don't know why, but what can I do? Went to my local game store to play Magic, play Draft, and didn't have enough people, which is typical for a small town, right? We only had 3 people, so it was called off, so that's why I'm back so early, right? It got me out, got me walking a little bit, right? Talked to a couple people and, make some friends. But, yeah. Typically what happens is there's usually a big turnout for the pre release for a new set. And then for the next 2 drafts for that set after the pre release, it's usually enough people turn out, like 6 to 12 or so. And then after that, it kind of dwindles down to basically nobody wanting to draft the set till the next new set comes out. And so I won't be going to the next draft on the 19th, Thursday of the 19th this month, um, because the following day, on Friday, the 20th, is the pre release for the new set Duskmourn. So I will definitely go to that and anticipate like 25 people turning out for that. And the next day after that, on a Saturday, is the regional champion, the store qualifier for the regional championships, and I'll go to that maybe just to just to play, just to get prizing, right? But I will definitely go to the pre-release. I'm not sure about the store championship. Um, but yeah, I've been really slacking with lifting. I haven't lifted in like a week, and that's fine. As long as I don't go more than a couple weeks without lifting, I'm good, right? But once I get my squat shoes, I might start squatting again, just temporarily, right? Just to get my legs up to where they're decent. Because until next year, until next summer comes, I don't have to worry about my legs being too big, right? So it's all good. But I won't keep you long today, boyos. It sucks the MISC was down, but it's back up now, right? And not too sure what else to say. I have 3 TMUs order that arrived. They're sitting in the mailbox, and I can't get to them right until my sister gets home with the mail keys. But 3 TMU orders, quite a few items. I'm gonna wait till I get more than just the 3 to do an opening, and obviously then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna complain to customer service and say that a lot of the items are crap or whatever. I'm not satisfied and get a refund on them, and then just buy more stuff. So, whatever. I'm taking advantage of the company, just like the company is taking advantage of China and everything. It's a vicious cycle. Everybody's taking advantage of pretty much everybody else. You do have some good people in the world, but, good is kind of a matter of opinion because it depends on what your standards are for what's good, right? Like, pretty much everybody I know has done things that are shady and shifty and degenerate activities, right? You kind of have to. Like 20 years ago, I would steal from businesses, just food mostly, but I never considered doing something shifty like this to someone like a company like Temu because, I always looked at the return policy and was like, oh, I got to return it in the mail. Like, well, that doesn't work. But the thing is, rules are made to be broken, and you basically say you're not satisfied with the product and it's garbage and you don't want to return it. You just want to just toss it in the trash. They'll give you a full refund, no questions, right? Because they want to keep the customer happy. But rules are made to be broken. So we'll take advantage of that. But yeah, I was really looking forward to drafting tonight. That really, really sucks that there's no draft, right? But Duskmourn pre-release, you know, on the 20th, that'll be cool. And I won't be lifting tonight either, or tomorrow. I might lift tomorrow and Saturday, but I doubt it. It's not looking like I will. And I did take a bath today. I bathed myself, washed myself up. I hadn't done one in like a week. And I don't really care because I have no one to impress, right? I got to get out of here though. I got to get my own place, and I will next summer. Then my real life will start. Then I'll see what I can really do with my life because I'll have my own place again and not have to work, have all this time where I can actually, you know, participate in things to make myself better and things that I'm good at, right, and excel at. So then my real life will start. Right now, I'm kind of in limbo. I've always felt like I was in limbo, kind of like in between somewhere and nowhere. And I hate that feeling, but I've always felt that way. Next year, once I get my own place, if things go right, I won't feel I don't think I'll be in limbo anymore. I'll have my life pretty much sorted out and we'll go from there. But I was going to do a thread with cliffs on my life again, stating what's new in the life of John V and everything, but I don't feel like writing. I just don't feel like writing right now. But I might do one sometime in the next couple of days anyway. But yeah, when I went to take my bath and I stripped down and standing in front of the mirror naked, like I'm starting to look a lot better, much leaner, much leaner. Like I'm still fat, I'm still really fat, but I there's a noticeable difference in my physique. It has improved, right? And that's good. And I did have some chili today with some wieners and some extra baked beans in it, and I didn't even finish it. And then I went to McDonald's, had a iced coffee, and tonight what I'll likely have is like, some probably a steak with some veggies before bed, right? Just like a steak with some carrots and maybe like an orange, and that would be it. Pretty light on the vegetables and fruit, but it doesn't matter. I'm getting some. I know people that their daily diet doesn't have any fruits or vegetables. It's literally all processed food, and I've known people that just ate processed food and they were really thin, right? It's all about macros, but the majority of people I know that eat processed food, they just look like shit. They just don't look healthy and they look like crap, even if they are thin, because they also don't do any kind of strength training, anything like that. Like, I have people that tell me, you look like just like a normal sized person, and I'm not. I'm still fat as fuck. I look normal. I look good compared to most people because most people are fatter than me, right? That's all it is. Like even my nephews tell me, you look normal. You don't look fat. But when you're surrounded by half the people in your life are really big and fat, like you become desensitized to it, and you start thinking that's the normal way to look, and it's not. It's not normal, right? It's just culture nowadays. We've been desensitized to obesity, and it's become normalized, right? And I got a problem with it. I have a big problem with it, right? And like going to the card store to play Magic, like 80% of the players are quite overweight, extremely overweight, more overweight than me, right? That's saying something, right? That's saying something. Like, I'm thinking about it, and the last time I drafted there 2 weeks ago, there was only one guy there, and who wasn't overweight. Well, no, there was three. There was three guys, um, surprisingly, but the other four guys were overweight. So the ratio then was almost 50-50, right? But I've went to draft before and have pretty much everybody overweight. But in the city, it's a little different because back years ago when I drafted in the city, like the majority of people would actually be thin that were in the draft when there was like over 20 people, which was surprising, right? Because you think city life would be easier, but gym culture maybe that's what it is, right? But yeah, it's very disappointing I couldn't draft tonight. And we got arm wrestling practice Sunday. I may skip it. I might skip it. I'm not sure yet. Um, but I've been really slacking on the physical fitness. But as long as I keep my diet going, we're good. We're good. We'll get somewhere. But I'm thinking I may adopt a push pull lag schedule. Right. I might adopt a push pull lag schedule and do 3 on, 1 off, or 3 on, 2 off. Even I don't know yet what I'll do with the push pull lags. I want to get deadlifts back in there, right? And I'm thinking like, day one, which is chest day, we would do something like, you know, chest, triceps, and a little bit of shoulders. So it'd be essentially flat bench, incline bench, overhead press, close grip bench, and then pull day. The next day would be like pull ups, bent row, um, upright row, barbell curl, hammer curl. Um, and then day three would be lag day, and it would be like 5 sets of squats and 1 set of deadlift. And obviously, like, it's going to be a lot less lower body work than upper body work. But, 5 sets would be quite brutal, quite fucking brutal. Um, but, eh, reach a point eventually where I'd have to use periodization to increase the weight, right? Because right now I just want to get up to something respectable for a 175 pound body weight person, right? And something halfway respectable would be like repping like 315, right? That would be halfway respectable. Um, and my deadlift has always been really good. So if we can do something with like 405, if at the end of my cut and I'm down to 175, if I can still do 405 deadlift for say 3, I'm happy. Because there was a time when I was a bit bigger than 175. I was just going to the gym just and deadlifting 405 for singles. That's it. I'd do a few singles a couple times a week, and that would be it. I wasn't making any progress, wasn't attempting to. But if I can do like, you know, deadlift 405 for 3 and squat like 315 for like 6 or something like that, and bench 225 for 8, that's respectable. That's decent. And then overhead press like 135 for, like 5 or 6. That's pretty good. And obviously, my curl has always been really good. And if we can get our curl up a little bit more to like 110 for like 8 reps, that would be really good. And having your curl strength almost the equivalent of your overhead press strength is pretty impressive for bicep strength, right? But I've known guys that their bicep strength was way better than their shoulder strength because they never trained shoulders. They always want to do curls, and those guys, they're kind of the re type, retards. They're the kind that go to the gym and just flail at a punching bag, and think that they're practicing fighting when they're not doing anything right. But it's better than doing it at a punching bag than some old lady on the street, right? Because I can't stand people that are like a bit mental in the head, that don't take medication for their mental illnesses. I can't handle people like that, and I've known my fair share of people like that in my personal life, and I can't handle those kind of people. They don't have their life sorted out. They don't take proper care of their mental health, with medication and counseling and all that. So I just don't want people like that in my life. And when next summer comes and I get my own place, hopefully, I won't be associating with people like that. I'll be very selective about who I associate with, and fuck all the people that are fucking nuts and not getting help for their problems. But I'm pretty excited for the TMU orders that are in the mail. Like, I'll bring them in, look at them, not open them, and wait till I get a few more before I do a big opening of all of them. These little orders that I ordered, the ones that are like under $20, I'm not gonna wait for those. I'll wait till I have all my big orders all at once, and then do a big TMU opening, and that'll be fun. And you guys will enjoy that. The ones who do watch my videos. But I love TMU so much, and I said this in the last video. I love TMU so much; it has changed my life because the prices of things are perfect for someone in my position that makes almost no money, right? And it sucks because when I go to the city, I want it to be able to donate blood at a clinic and get about $400 a month for donating blood, right? And I can't because of my blood thinners. I'm on warfarin, so I can't donate blood. And that fucking sucks because I have to literally get a job that's like 10 hours a week, 8 or 10 hours a week. if I could donate blood, I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd have between my disability check and donating blood, I'd have enough money to do everything that I want to do and some money to spare. So it fucking blows ass. And I did call my surgeon and left a message with his receptionist to have the surgeon call me about my warfarin because I want to go off it, and he never returned my call. And that's typical of a surgeon. If they don't think it's worth their time, they're not gonna contact you. Um, return your call. And to him, it's just he'll get the hint. I won't return his call. He's gonna know what it means. Stay on the warfarin, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nobody is so busy that they can't take 10 minutes out of their day to speak with a fucking patient, right? And I know for sure he's making a killing off of the prescriptions I have on rotation, right? And as far as I know, a doctor gets $60 for every prescription that is filled that they fill, right? And if I have prescriptions that are on rotation that are automatically getting filled every couple of months, he's getting money for it. So, the least he can do is take 10 minutes out of his busy schedule to call me back and just discuss, my options, right? Like, whatever. But I have such low tolerance for people now, especially people that are full of bullshit. And it's not so bad here. I don't mind it here. I want to get away from certain people, but it's not the people I live with. And I feel trapped here because there's no good, reliable bus schedule. And if I thinking when I go back to the city, like I won't feel trapped because I'll have a bus I can travel on. Bus goes by all the fucking time, goes wherever I would need it to go, and I can travel all over Dartmouth, Sackville, and Halifax, right? But if they put me up in housing, which they will, they'll probably try to set me up somewhere that sucks really bad, that's outside of the city, that is off the beaten path, that gets a bus, but it's only like every 45 minutes or something stupid. But, I'd have to suck it up and just deal with it. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to the city. I'll have to get a casual job, 10 hours a week. But not sure what else to say. But these 3 orders I have coming from Temu. One is a jacket with a winter jacket with 2 free t-shirts. The other one is a really big order with a lot of t-shirts and 2 free items. One of the free items is a 3-pack of water bottles, with the measuring units on the side says how much left in it. And the third order also has 2 free items, and the squat shoes, and I think the jean jacket. So those 3 orders were the most substantial ones out of the ones I have done this time around. But I still want to wait for the other bigger orders to come as well before I do an opening, right? Like I was saying. But I don't know too much what else to say. My hair, it's getting to the point where I'm thinking I should get the sides and back trimmed a little bit. But I haven't noticed a difference with the finasteride, and that's typical. You're not going to notice a difference that soon, right? It takes months, and it hasn't even been 3 months yet. It's only been like 2, so we'll give it some more time. And my GST takes care of the finasteride treatment. But I know some of you boys give me shit saying, it's too late to save your hair. You're practically bald, and I disagree. It can be saved. I've seen videos where these older guys that are almost completely bald on top of their head, they go on finasteride and they have all their hair back on top of their head within a year. So, I'm not a lost cause. You know, I know what I got here, and I'm not giving up on it, right? And I have the potential. I can be doing a lot better than I am for myself right now, right? When I finish looks maxing and I'm really lean and got a hair maxed and beard maxed and skin maxed and tan maxed and gym maxed and looks maxed, I'll be doing quite well for myself, right? Really well for myself. And I'm not entirely doing it to try to score women. It's more I just don't want to look like a fat ugly fuck, right? I just don't want to look like a fat ugly fuck. But, you know, being able to score women will be good because I would like to get laid again eventually, right? Because it's been like 13 years, and 13 years is a long time. And my priorities with dating have kind of changed because I used to be very, very strict with myself. And, you know, it was just, you know, looking for a lifetime partner. But I'm kind of, my perception has kind of shifted on that. And it's not so much a lifetime partner. I just simply want to get laid now. That's all it is. I just want to get fucking laid. And I'm holding off for like a year or so until I get looks max, right? Because I don't want to, you know, be fucking fatties that are disgusting and ugly and dirty and no. Like I went to the McDonald's there in Greenwood and standing there waiting for my iced coffee, and there was literally like 40 people there waiting for their orders, and I was checking out the women and girls there, and you know they were looking pretty good. There was a few there looking pretty good. Huh. Yeah. But there ain't nothing wrong with my sex drive, I don't think. But the finasteride is causing some ejaculation problems, but apparently that is not extremely uncommon. It is uncommon, but it's the most commonly reported side effect is problems with your ejaculation, and apparently a lot of the time that just goes away in time after being on finasteride long enough. So I'm hoping that's what happens, right? Um, Not sure what else to say, boyos. It's been over 20 minutes. But yeah, I think I'll cut the video off there, and we'll see you boyos on the MISC.